Hello there, peoples of the internet. It is your boy, as always, that Geek Guy 24, back at it again with another video. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers the movie Optimus Prime. So here he is. Here is the box, and as always, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So first off, here is pretty big boy, very big box. Got some obligatory product shots. Got him in vehicle mode. You got him transforming, rolling out to help out the fellow Autobots in Autobot City. You got Studio Series Optimus Prime 86, number 31 of the spine. You got Transformers Generations right up in there. Also, I never noticed this until now, but I like how they have the little make it look like he's actually moving right here. So we get in a little bit of detail. You see how like the blue is kind of like this streaking. I like that. It's kind of cool. The underside of the box, I can't really show it because it's so big. You got 86 Optimus Prime right here. He is a commander class. This side of the box, you pretty much have, well, if I can show it off, a little bit of him just standing proudly right there. Top of the box, you got Transformers the movie. Here's the toy. Bottom of the box, not too much, just words, things, and barcodes. On the back of the box, you have some more obligatory product shots. You got him, you got the truck, you got the trailer, you got the background, you got some more, you got the roller, big screen inspired, Battle of Autobot City, Transformers the movie, Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime joins Autobot City Defense to stop the Decepticons, no matter the cost. And that is pretty much it for the packaging. So here is Optimus Prime as he appeared in Transformers the 1986 movie, and he is a pretty big dude, in my opinion. He is a pretty big dude. Yeah, overall, I don't know how much his length is, but he is a little bit bigger than Ultra Magnus, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he is pretty big. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some details. Put the trailer off to the side. Here is Prime, looking all primey. Yes, it is a red and blue truck, but it is a good red and blue truck, in my opinion. I really like this red and blue truck. Get some closer on the details. You got some silver right there. You got some rivets in there. Some more silver, yellows. Mine came with a little bit of a paint scuffage, but it's okay. Some nice silver painted wheels right there. Got some nice red up in there. This is the only part that is painted in red, which is really, really nice to see, especially for a figure of this price point. You have the tinted blue windows right there. Going all around the figure, very nice, and he is pretty weighty. If you saw my post, and he does weigh a little bit. Figured that out. Top one, there you go. Looks pretty clean, very nice. If you heard anything rattling, it's literally the trailer. You have the printed Autobot logo right up in there. You got silver for the smokestacks. Got some nice blue right there. Trailer hitch. Kind of wish it was painted, but it's all right. Some more silver there for the gas tanks. It's in the tires. You got a little bit of a staircase right there, which is pretty cool. Got some additional little details in there. Got some red for the tail lights. Seeing a little bit of grays in there. But overall, yeah, very nice looking truck mode, in my opinion. Do like this truck mode quite a lot. There is the top. There is the bottom. Not too much for exposed robot details. I mean, you kind of tell what's what, but not too much. And always, hair is not included. You have the front, and then the back. Put him off to the side. Now we can take a quick look at the trailer itself. Pretty big trailer too. Very nice molded details going along with the trailer here. Some nice lines of rivets. Printed Autobot logo. Got some blues in there. Very nice little trailer. Here's the top, pretty clean. Some little bit more details in the back. Yeah, the back of the trailer looks pretty cool, pretty filled out. Some red for the lights, some silvers for the wheels, a little bit of a lighter shade of gray. Even some additional wiring details on the bottom, which is pretty cool. Didn't notice that till today. Yeah, even a spare tire in there. That's pretty cool to see. I didn't even notice that either. Spare tire. And you got some more of that blue molded goodness. There is the back, there is the side, there is the front, there is the other side, and the top, and the bottom. Overall, very nice looking truck mode. All 18 wheels can roll. very nicely. All the wheels are pinned, which is really smooth. You get some nice pivoting action going on here. Very nice. You get them going all the way. See if I can tilt the camera down just a little bit. Some nice pivot. Very nice. Real quick, let's go on to some trailer functionality with this real quick. Of course, when you're not using the trailer, you can just put the kickstands down and there you go. Then some additional play features are here. You can flip out these little stands. You got just a little bit of a transformation for the trailer. Flip them out, rotate that down, flip it out, rotate that down, open up this back right there. Then you can split it down the middle. And there you go. There you pretty much have all the weapons stored. We're going to take a closer look at those in robot mode. And here you have a little roller that's included, painted in a very nice silver. All the wheels are pinned on, molded in black. Very nice. Very cool little roller. All 6 wheels do roll, as I was expecting. Very nice little roller. Have them going off into battle. And you have his little repair base station right here. Lots of nice molded details too, if I want to add real quick. A lot of this nice. I forget what, I don't know what this pattern is called, but I really do like this pattern right here. Really cool. Of course, you have a little repair station right here. Go ahead. It does come packaged separately. It just pegs in right up in there. But let's go ahead and take a quick little look at it. Nice molded detail, blues and grays. This can move up as a little satellite dish. And the arm itself can move out. It does tab in right here. So you don't want to move it up and down. You have to move it out and then start moving it around. But lots of playability with this. You have some opening and closing claws, which is pretty cool. You have that going on. You have your little bit of a wrist rotation. You have the arm rotation right up in there, and you have a little bit of a swivel, which is pretty cool. The cockpit can open for reasons. Nice little clear blue plastic, and this can extend up straight up like that. And you can have, I don't know, Prime getting repaired or something, or hey, even roller getting repaired. Let's see, just 2 pegs. Just gotta peg it in right up in there. And there you go. You got Prime getting fixed up, which is pretty cool to see. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Like I said, lots of nice little playability options you can get with this guy, which is really cool. Oh, and the top part does rotate. I forgot to mention that. Top part does rotate. So yeah, there you have that. Moving right along, just real quick, just want to close all of this back up again. Close it back up, close up the back. Just clicks in. Oops, roller came loose. Roller came loose. Flip these back in. If it wants to, there you go. Another little additional play feature with this is you can open up the bottom part. You just gotta undo this little tab right here. There you go, just like that. And you got some little effects parts in here, some little blouses. Let's go ahead and take these out. These are where you're gonna put these for storage. Flip that up and then just tab it in. There you go. Now for these are for Optimus Prime. Just recreate that one scene you use them in. The little tabs right here at the bottom, little slots. So you just want to line it up. There is one for the left and one for the right. Just gonna line it up best you can. There you go. And then same thing on the other side. Get it lined up. There you go. And there you go. There you can have that one scene of Prime blasting off into battle. So there you have that, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. It's a nice little optional display option for vehicle mode. I do quite like that quite a bit. It is pretty cool. Have them just, you got the touch. And moving right along, that is pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Like I said, a very nice vehicle mode, very hefty, bang for your buck in my opinion. Do quite like the playability features you can get for the vehicle mode. Here he is with Earthrise Sunstreaker. Here he is with Netflix Wheeljack. Here he is with the 86 Hot Rod. And here he is with the man, the myth, the legend, the Earthrise Optimus Prime. The definitive G1 Prime that we had for the longest time until this boy came around. So hopefully we get a Nemesis version of this. I would quite like that very much. Hatch bro. But anyways, yeah, very big improvements here, as you can clearly see with the vehicle modes. Very big improvements. Let's go ahead and do a quick little 360 right here. Very, very big differences that we can see right here. And you know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and throw in the trailers real quick. There is your sense of scale right there, and as you can see clearly, the 86 one is a lot longer than the Earthrise one. Like, this Earthrise one is like puny compared to the 1986 one as far as sizes go. Like, this is really a big difference in scale. Voyager and then a upscaled leader, in my opinion, slightly upscaled leader. But there you have that. And even actually, real quick, the trailers are even a little bit different too. I mean, the detail is all still there, but the trailers are just a little bit different as far as like patterns go. I just realized that too. Really stepping up the game for the 1986 Prime. And here he is with 86 Ultra Magnus. So you can see how the trucks scale up, and they're they're quite similar as far as the looks go, but as you can see, very much different. Clearly, because this is more like a separate transformation, if you can say that. I do. But yeah, very, very closely in detail. But yeah, there you have that. And as you can see right here, you can tell Ultra Magnus is a little bit shorter than Prime is. I think Ultra Magnus comes up to here right before the two back wheels start, and then Primus just exceeds that by a lot. And yeah, definitely, like seeing these two guys together finally in like the Studio Series line really makes my heart go bam, because Kingdom was good, the Earthrise Ultra Magnus was good, but these are the definitive versions of these are gonna be the versions of Ultra Magnus and Prime for years to come. I say that with like true, like absolute trueness. Like, Earthrise and Ultra Magnus were very good back in like COVID era, but these two have just overthrown them completely. These two are like the definitive guys now. These are going to be the molds from who knows how long, but yeah, there you go. And just for fun, here is the most recent leader class, Optimus Prime. As far as the transformation goes, so go ahead and get to that right now. So to start off, you're going to want to just start with the legs real quick. I'm going to want to bring these down right here. Just unclip them from what will become the arms later. Oops, I forgot the step already. You always do that. You have to flip the wheels in on either side. Just flip in, just like so. Flip them in, just like so. And then you can rotate the section with the gas tanks, and these are going to slide in right up in here. So just get that lined up. There you go. Slides you right in perfectly. So same thing for the other side if it wants to cooperate. There you go. Kind of have to like twist it and then bring it down. But there you have that all done. And next you just kind of want to just break it down the middle like so. These are just going to flip and tab in like so. Next you just want to split the legs in half. Also, one thing I want to notate real quick, like the transformation of this guy is pretty cool, because it's like the Last Night Leader Prime, where it's like two sections and this all merges into one. It's pretty cool how the transformation works. But anyways, let's go ahead and get down to this, and just gonna want to bring this around, so that will just tab in right up in there. There's a tab here and a tab up here. This one doesn't like going in on my copy, but it's okay. Same thing for the other side. These do come off a little bit easy, but they're pretty easy to slide back in, so not a problem there. Then for the feet, you're just going to want to bring it, bring it out, bring the heel down, and then push this tab in. There you go. Same thing for the other side. Bring the foot out, bring the heel down. So just slide that in. And there you go. You pretty much have the truck mode. Sorry, I gotta rearrange the smokestacks. Those are gonna annoy me. Truck mode, pretty much 50% done. So let's go ahead and get down to the rest of it. The rest is gonna include just having to pry the wheels out a little bit and then bring this tab down so we can in turn flip everything else down. So it's looking like that a little bit. You can bring the butt flaps down and then bring the butt plates in like so. Then you're gonna have something like this going on. These annoy me so much. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the front. You're gonna want to, so let me raise the camera up so you can see what I am doing for the order of operations. There you go. You're gonna want to bend these flaps down like so. So flip these little tabs in on either side, just like so. Then you can in turn, that will in turn unlock this little waist piece right here. So you're gonna want to bring this down. It is on a little double hinge. It's kind of hard to see in there, but it is a little bit of a double hinge. You don't have to bend it all the way down, just enough to where you can get some clearance. And then you can untab the arms from the waist, and up here, tabs in on 3 sides. Just like so. Bring them out and up so you can have them out of the way. And it's already getting a little bit involved, which is really cool. Very nice involved transformation. Flip these little tabs up on either side. Flip these up. Then you're gonna want to let's you know what? Let's go ahead and rotate the waist right now. The waist. There you go. The waist 180. So you have the yellow facing the gray sections right here. Then next you're going to want to, let's see, let's get on the back a little bit here. You're going to want to grab this grill section here, bring it down, and then flip the top side up like so. And then you can go ahead and leave that alone for right now. Next you're going to come to this section here, and then these are on like double hinges. So you're going to want to just kind of get your nail in there and then just have them go out as neatly as possible. These are kind of small and kind of not a pain, just they're stiff, so it's just kind of hard to get everything like lined up perfectly. So let's see if I can do it. There you go, just like that. That's how you want that to sit, pretty much like that, just like so. And then you're going to want to bring this little panel down. Then there's his head, hello. And then you're going to want to have something like that going on. Now we'll go back to the top. You're gonna put this panel where this little tab is, right up in here. It is on a double hinge. There you go. And you're gonna want to, let's see, this part is a little tough due to how tight the tab is fitted. Let's see if I can do it. Ah, there you go. It is better, actually, it is better if you just leave the tab open and then just push down on it. But you're gonna want to just bring this whole section up to where it slides in and sits flush like that. And then once you get that done, you can rotate the top part of the torso, and he's pretty much almost done. He's coming along quite well. Very nice transformation. You're gonna want to flip these panels down on either side, finish that up, and then these we'll leave the arms alone for later. You can finish up the backpack here. Pretty mess, but we're gonna show you how to clean this up quite well. So with this, you're just going to want to bring the grill down, and then actually no, you're going to want to leave the grill up. Sorry, leave the grill up, and then bring this all the way. This is pretty much just going to sit right up in here, kinda, sorta. And then you're going to want to bring these wheel sections down like so. Bring the doors, flip them up. Then it's pretty much just going to want to. There you go. Bring it down a little bit. I like how the grill just kind of goes into the chest. It's a very nice way to get rid of some of that vehicle mode chunk. Very, very clever in my opinion. The next, you're just going to want to flip this tab down. Sure it stays in, and then it should all come together. Oh, that's why, double hinge. Come on, come together. That's fine. But this tab is supposed to go into the back of the head, but it's fine if it doesn't. It's still going to sit pretty flush, so don't worry about it too much. And now the last step is going to keep the arms in place, and now you can finally get down to the arms. So you're going to bring them down, bring them forward to where this little triangle section is in fact facing you. And for the hands, you're just going to get your nail in there, bring them out, then tab it in like so. Same thing for the other side, get your nail in there, and then just bring it out, close that back up. Then you can display the hands however you want. I'm just going to get the natural resting hand pose here. So give me 1 second. But yeah, like the transformation of this guy is pretty complicated once you first get it, but once you start messing with it a little bit, you can realize it's actually pretty simple. It's a really good transformation in my opinion. I do like this guy's transformation a lot. It's one of the most involved Prime transformations. And one more step, we got to fix the ears. So you're gonna want to just bring them up like so. Then you're gonna want to unlock the ankle tilt. I forgot to mention that. You just kind of click in back for vehicle mode. There you go. There is Optimus Prime fully transformed, and he looks gorgeous in my opinion. Really nice, screen accurate Optimus Prime. Really cool Optimus Prime figure that we got here. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Take a closer look at some details. So you got the head there, looking pretty cool. It is a little bit on the small side, but it's understandable considering how it has to like literally come out of nowhere. But it matches up with the body. It's not bad. Some nice gray for the mouth plate and the crest. If you can get the light in there, you can see the blue for the eyes and the blue for the head. Looks really cool. Very nicely done. Again, the silver for the smokestacks. You have the printed Autobot logo. The armors reveal some nice added detail. Pretty cool how the armors work. Usually they're like this, but nah, this time they're like, when you go back into truck mode, they're like this, which is pretty cool to see. Got some nice grays in there. Again, those tinted blue windows. Some silver, a little bit of an overspray. If you can see that there, you can see that pretty well. But it's alright. Some yellow for the crotch. A little bit of a smooch right there, but it's okay. Some blue. Some more white, which is pretty cool. Got the big old legs. Some nice reveal detail when we go into rubber mode. I like how the wheels just pretty much just vanish. Really cool. I like how it's kind of, I feel like they designed it around the wheels instead of just having like the wheels like just get thrown in somewhere. Really cool. And yes, he does have a little bit of a backpack, but it's not that bad. Like the promotional images, as always, they make it seem like it's worse than what it actually is, but it really isn't that bad. Like from here, you can't really tell until you spin around. But it does look a little bit messy. I get that part, but it's honestly, it's not bad. Like once you put everything like all in all, like, it's really a nitpick to be honest. But anyways, let's go ahead and get down to the articulation. Oh, I forgot to mention he does have these painted yellow lights right there. But articulation wise, I cannot speak. Jesus Christ. The head is on a ball joint, even though you don't get that much of a movement there. You do get side to side, which is good, but as far as up and down goes, yeah, you're not getting a whole lot, which is kind of a little sucky considering you're paying almost 100. Like you are paying $100 for this, so yeah. But anyways, the arms are packed with articulation points. So you have the classic shoulder joint, you got the bicep joint, you got the 90-degree bend for the elbow. Now if you lift up on this tab just a little bit, you can reveal an intentional butterfly joint, which is really cool to see. And then if you do it backwards, you can get a backwards butterfly joint as well. You can see if I can show this off real quick. You can see how it pretty much all incorporates. You got the pin there and then the pin here, then this little then the shoulder joint, which is really cool. So you can see how much they packed into this little segment right there. Really cool to see. Then as you saw before, you got the trigger finger 3-finger split. You got they are all on 2 pins. So besides the thumb, so you can get him into some pointing, or you can do that meme. I forgot what it's called, but you can do that if you want to. Or you can't really make a good fist unless you compress the hand the fingers all the way in. So that's one thing I don't really. It's pretty much like that's how the fist is gonna be if you just want it like natural. But yeah, but the compressor fist you got to do it all like that, which is, it's not bad, but yeah, I kind of wish you could do like just I guess that's a normal fist, but anyways, I guess I don't know how hands work. I'm sorry. Oh, and then additional point of articulation. The smokestacks can spin for some reason. Sure, why not? Don't really know why to do that. I'm gonna just glue them in place eventually if I get really tired of them. But yeah, it's not really. There's no point. Kind of wish he had an ab crunch. It would be pretty cool if he had a ab crunch, but he doesn't. He does have a waist rotation though. Really good waist rotation right up in there. The legs can go up about that far. The armor does move to accommodate for any movement. Can go back a really good amount right there. The legs can go out. You can do a full split. You do have a thigh swivel, which is really cool. All these joints as well are really like, they're stiff, but they're like a good stiff. They're not, it doesn't feel like it's gonna like deteriorate in like the next maybe 5 years, you know. He does have a really good knee bend despite being very blocky. Very nice deep knee bend that you got going on right there. And the feet, they have a whole bunch of tiltage, which is great. And as you saw before, for transformation, the heel and the foot can go down. So there you have that. So yeah, pretty good articulated Prime here, but let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories real quick. Now, besides the actual trailer itself, you get pretty much all of this weaponry for Prime. Gets these out, they just peg in right up in here on either side. Sorry, I can't see that. You peg in, you still can't see it yet. Right here and right up in there. Gun, get it out. There you go. Just tabs in right here. X, and get it out. Same kind of storage method for the FX parts, just a little bit of a peg right here, and it's on either side too, so you can mix and match it. So there you go. Put the trailer off to the side, and then you can take a look at some Prime's weaponry. So here is his iconic ion blaster. I don't know if this is gunmetal or like a silver, because the black paint that they use for this is like, it's kind of messing with me, because it looks silver, but in some lights it looks like gunmetal. It's weird. It's like a nice flaky black paint that they use. It's really cool, but very nicely detailed as well. Very cool. You have the blaster. He has his energon axe that he used in one episode. I don't know why they always include him with the energon axe but not Megatron with the mace. Like, it makes no sense to me. But kind of wish they would do that more. But anyways, it's the same plastic they use for the the FX parts, but it is kind of like a little bit of a gummy plastic, not gummy, but flexible plastic. Same thing with the blush. Screw it, I'm just gonna call it blush. The blush, or the FX parts rather. Honestly, if you look at it weird, it looks like a piss stream almost. Like, does that not look like a piss stream? I don't know. I'm sorry, but to me it does look like a piss stream. But they get two of these, which is nice. You just can plug on the smokestacks. I forgot to mention that earlier. If it wants to, there you go. They kind of pretty much weigh him down, but whatever. But let's go ahead and get him armed up. For storage real quick, you can only store the gun, so you're going to want to use the same tab as you used to store it in the trailer. You can just plug it into his backpack right up in there, which looks pretty cool. It's a nice way of storing a weapon. But I want my Prime wielding his blaster. So you kind of have, you want to have the cans curled in just a little bit so you can get him around the trigger, and then just orientate it however you want. And there you go. There's Prime with his gun. And that looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. very nicely looking gun you got there. I like how it's not black, it's like charcoal gray, which is pretty cool. And for the axe itself, this is pretty easy to do. You're going to want to transform the hand back as if you're going back into vehicle mode. And then you just want to bring this panel out, flip this in, tab it in. You're going to expose that peg right there. There's a port. And then there you go. There you got Prime fully armored up to take on the Decepticons, which looks really, really cool in my opinion. Really digging this guy. Looks super, super cool. Yeah, you can, and also you can get him into pretty good poses, but despite having like 90-degree bends for the bicep, it is pretty cool what kind of poses you can get him into. It's really, really good. But yeah, really, really cool looking Prime here that we got. So really, really nice. It's very pleasing to see him on the shelf. Like, he just has a presence, you know. I know it's Prime. He always has a presence, but this Prime specifically, I think it just looks really, really cool. Like this. I don't know, man. Looks super, super cool to seeing him. Really nice, really nice. Try to do that skybound little pose, the little walking thing that he has. But yeah, really nice Prime. If I can get him standing correctly. Come on, man. There you go. Good enough. Alrighty, now for some comparisons. Here he is with Earthrise Sunstreaker, Netflix Wheeljack, new mold win. This one is outdated. I like it, but we just need a new mold. Okay. Here he is with 86 Hot Rod. Here he is with 86 Grimlock, and that doesn't really look to scale, but whatever. Here he is with Magnus, and he still does not fit in the frame. That's a really good height difference there. Despite the height difference, I like it. That's the scale for me. I like it. Here he is with the Last Night Optimus Prime once more, so you can get a sense of scalage right there. And of course, I messed that up. The man, the myth, the legend, Earthrise Prime. So yeah, you can see how much they decided to go all out with the 86 one. Yes, this one looks cleaner, but this one is just a little bit better. A lot better. Nah, it's not a little bit, it's a lot better. This one is, Earthrise one was good, like I said, but this has been replaced. I'm sorry, man. You're always gonna have a place in my heart, because he was the first Prime that I really got in since I was a kid. And this one came out, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this one. So yeah, there you have that. And one quick thing to show off real quick, it does have the Matrix of Leadership, so it's kind of, I don't like prying that open, makes me nervous, but you gotta open up this panel, flip up this little flap right here. There you go, there's a Matrix with the unpainted Matrix chamber, which is, I really don't care for. But look at that, it's a little bit of a different mold than what we've like usually been getting. It's more like a purple, has like a little bit of hint of purple, but it might just be me. But you see the jewel painted nicely with the silvers and the gold. So yeah, there you go. There is the little included Matrix you got there. Kind of wish they made a different mold for Prime, but it's okay. But there you have that. So there you go, peoples over the internet. There is the Transformers Studio Series 1986 Optimus Prime, and yeah, he is a really, really good figure in my opinion. Do like this guy a lot. I don't really have any gripes about him, to be honest. He is just a really solid figure. Like, that's really all I can say. He's a really solid figure. Yeah, I mean, articulation is pretty great. I just wish the head had a little bit more, but that's pretty much it. The backpack doesn't really bother me. The unpainted Matrix chamber doesn't really bother me. Yeah, overall, I mean, shoot, man, the mold, the paint apps is great. His just presence is great as a whole. You really can't go wrong with this guy. Like, I know there's a damaged version you can get for like $50 as a leader class. If you want that one, you can get that one too, or you can spend the almost honestly the extra 50, and you can get the trailer and then all the included accessories, I'm assuming. But yeah, honestly, if you can get it, if you have the money and you can get it, then I would say get it, because it's a really good figure. Like, I waited a while for this to come out, waiting for it to go on sale. Never really went on sale, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just bite the bullet and spend 100. So I did, and honestly, I was not disappointed. It's a really good figure. Transformation, while it is complex, it is pretty good. For the end result, it's really good. I like it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. So paint apps, mold, everything, articulation out the door. Overall, I would rate this guy a solid 10 out of 10 figure. I know it's been a while, but yeah, this guy is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. That is pretty much it. So subscribe if you have not already. Turn on those notifications so you can stay tuned on what is to come. And I will catch you guys in the next one, as always. And peace out. Stay safe. Until all are one.